Hello, sweet friends, and welcome to the garden here at the Old Crow's Cottage. It is hotter than blue blazes here in Indiana this week, but a little garden fairy told me that we have radishes to harvest. I'm super excited, so I thought we would do a little kitchen magic and make an upside down puff pastry radish tart. But before we get into this video, I want to show you the super cool bird feeder that somebody had recently gifted me. It's absolutely beautiful, so let's take a look. So this is the bird feeder. It's super cool and unique. I've never seen one like this before. How it has this circular shape and you put the bird feed inside there. And the best part of this is it lights up. It is solar. And at nighttime, it is gorgeous. I'll throw up a picture here. I actually caught it last night. I know tonight is the full strawberry moon, but last night the moon looked full as well. So this picture I got was super cool. It's beautiful during the day and at nighttime. So I'm so appreciative that I was gifted this. Absolutely love it. And since it's hot, I'm making sure that the bird bath is repeatedly filled up for any critters that need a reprieve from the heat. So now let's harvest these radishes. And how lucky are we? We also have some strawberries to harvest. So let's harvest some and bring them in as well. Now that I have my strawberries washed off, I'm gonna put them in the fridge and save them for a late night treat as I'm outside under the full strawberry moon doing my ritual tonight. And now that we also have our radishes cleaned off, I wanted to give you a little background information about the properties of the radish. So as far as magical properties go, they're great for protection, lust spells, and warding off trickster spirits. And as far as medicinal properties, radishes are great for detoxifying, clearing congestion, and supporting your liver health. So if you want a deeper dive into how you can use radishes in your practice and a more in-depth history behind the radish and its medicinal properties, I'm going to be writing a blog post which will probably be up the first week of July over on my Patreon. So that link is always down in the description. Definitely go check that out if you're interested. But now let's go over the ingredients you'll need for this recipe. For this recipe, you'll need 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of vinegar. Now, the original recipe calls for red wine vinegar, but I actually don't like that, so I'm just going to be using white vinegar. And let me know if you also keep a huge jug of white vinegar for numerous things. 1 teaspoon of honey, a half teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 12 radishes sliced 1/8 inch thick, 1 17.3 ounce package of puff pastry thawed, 1 5.3 ounce of shallot and chive Gournay cheese, or for this, any type of spreadable cheese will do. 1 large egg lightly beaten, and chives for sprinkling. Now I'll be using freeze-dried chives just out of convenience, but you can also use fresh if you prefer. I must be a glutton for punishment for trying to use the oven in this type of heat, but we need to preheat our oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Now let's slice our radishes into 1/8 inch slices. Now in a bowl, you're going to combine the oil, vinegar, honey, salt, and pepper. Then we're going to add the radishes and toss them to coat. Next, we are going to cut our puff pastry down along the folds lengthwise, so we have 3 separate columns. Then we are going to cut them in half, so you'll have 6 4 by 3 inch separate pieces. Now, if you have enough radishes, you can also do the same thing with the second sheet of pastry that comes in the box, but I don't think I'm gonna have enough to do all 12, and I'm the only person here that likes radishes anyway, so I don't wanna make too many, so I'm only going to be sticking with these 6. Next, we are going to be taking our cheese and spreading it on our rectangles here, but you wanna make sure that you leave at least a 1/2 inch border around the pastry. So just put the cheese, spread it evenly within the center of this rectangle. Y'all, let me just say this cheese is dangerous. It is so good, and I cannot wait to try these tarts. But anyways, the next step, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your radishes and you are going to stack them shingle style. So one on top of the other, like this, until you get about a 2 by 3 inch spacing, and you want 2 rows of the radishes. Hopefully that makes sense, but I'll show you here. So you want it to look a little like this. Okay, so I only had enough radishes to make 5 pastries, but that's okay. With the 6th one, I'll just do it with the cheese. I think Mr. Old Crow will really like that. Also, don't throw the excess of this oil mixture away. We are going to be using it at the end. So keep that, set it aside. Now we are going to take each of our pastries and plop them down, cheese side down, on top of the radishes, like so. Then we are going to use a fork to crimp the edges down around the radishes. Now we are going to lightly beat our egg and then brush it over the top of the pastries. Now that we have that done, we are going to bake it in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes until golden brown. And just as a side note, with Mr. Old Crow's without the radishes, I just kind of turned it into a Danish and curled up the edges here and then put some of that egg wash around the border there. So let's go ahead and put these in the oven. Really wish smell-o-vision existed so you all could smell these, because my kitchen smells so good right now. Look how beautiful these look. I know the recipe called to leave these in for at least 25 minutes, but y'all, it's been 15 and they're already golden brown, so I think 15 minutes is like the perfect temperature, at least for it being a gas stove. I have a natural gas stove, so yeah, even Mr. Old Crow's Danish looks done. Oh my gosh, these look so good. So I'm gonna let these cool, then we'll come back and flip them and, you know, garnish them, get them ready, get them pretty, and then we'll try them out. Okay, now that they are cool, it is the moment of truth. Let's flip them over and see what they look like. Fingers crossed, y'all. Ooh, they look good. Oh my goodness. They look delicious. So now we are going to take that excess oil that we saved from earlier, and you're just going to add a little to the top of each pastry. After that, you can garnish with your chives. These turned out so pretty, y'all. So the only thing left to do is to taste test. So let's give it a try. That cheese is delicious. And these radishes, they're subtle. They're not too spicy. They're kind of almost pickled. Not too pickled, but almost like the vinegar is coming through. But let me take another bite. Yeah, these are so good. I think it would have tasted better warm, but I let mine completely cool to room temperature. But I think it would be even better if you eat them a little after they've come out of the oven. They're so good. They're so good. Like I said, I will leave the recipe down in the description. Definitely try this recipe out if you like radishes, and let me know what you think. If you try the recipe out and give these a try, let me know what you think. I think they turned out really good. I love these. But that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, friends. Bye.